Vanakkam, sir. So, myself 𝗔𝗀𝘀 and I'm doing my UG second year in BA Economics and Public Policy. So, my first question is, what key measures would you implement to ensure women's safety in public spaces and how would you track their impact? And my second question is, how will you change societal attitudes that contributes to violence against women and engage men and boys in this effect?
I think thank you for your question, sister. One of the biggest discussion that is happening right now, please have a seat, is about the safe spaces for our women in our country and the dignity that a woman is supposed to get and whether they're getting it. I'll give you a small statistic, sister. In my state, Tamil Nadu, in the last 3 years in Tamil Nadu, 2022, 23, 24, the number of school teachers, government school teacher, arrested for molestation or a sexual crime in a government school is 238. I'm repeating this again. In my state in Tamil Nadu, in the last 3 years, 22, 23, 24, the number of government school teachers arrested by the police for a sexual molestation or a sexual act inside the school campus on a student. Number of government school children is 52 lakh in Tamil Nadu. Is 238. Very, very serious cause of concern. And NCRB data also, if you look at it, in my state, year on year, the increase is about 8% roughly. 8% is what? The crime on women and children is increasing. So 100% your question is very valid. 100% we all have to pay our attention. And we have an eminent police officer who have served in multiple roles, police commissioner, DG. I personally believe police is one part of the problem, one part of the solution, the whole thing. When you look at the whole criminal justice system, you need to have faster trials. You need to have a better monitoring mechanism of the criminals who come out. In fact, somebody was telling, I refuse to wear a 𝗙𝗍𝗫. And this is not a political stunt. Oh, I've left 𝗙𝗍𝗫. No. This is because, and a friend asked me, sir, there are many cases happening in Tamil Nadu. Why for one case you refuse to wear a 𝗙𝗍𝗫? Why not for other women who was also molested? I said, brother, when a system fails, we are in deep trouble. In my state, what happened? The best university of Tamil Nadu for engineering is Anna University. And this girl is an engineering student. On 23rd of December 2024, she walks with her boyfriend inside the campus. They were talking. It's a wooded campus. And the criminal who is inside that wood, he kind of kidnaps the girl, molests that girl, records that act, blackmails that girl. And 2 days later, the girl goes and prefers a police complaint. 1 day later, 26th December, the FIR gets leaked. The whole of Tamil Nadu knows the girl's name, the girl's father, where is the girl from. Everybody knows because the FIR has become a public document. And the person who is accused number 1 belonged to a political party who had access to that university because he had a political pass. A ruling party guy was able to enter the campus. The watchmen were able to open the gate for him. He went there. Not one. He has done multiple acts. So my anger is, here the police have also failed. Deliberately the FIR was leaked. No CCTVs were functioning. The sexual harassment post committees were not functioning in the campus. So I'm taking this as an example. So I personally believe government is also one part of the solution. A large part of the solution is, for example, let us take Jain University. I'm sure they're doing it fantastically well. I'm not commenting. But all I'm saying is, it starts from your classroom to make sure you are safe. And you have a platform to vent out your feelings anonymously. Any mistake that happens here gets addressed. There is a system here. When you go to the street, then the government takes over. Anything that happens to you, there is a platform. So, everywhere the platform has to be built and integrated across the state. Government cannot operate in silo. A private university cannot operate in silo. This is one part. The second part is, I personally believe, if you look at the sexual harassment, all the cases, close to 50-60% of predators are known to the girl. It is not an unknown predator. Close to 60% is a known predator. Uncle, chikkappa, doddappa, neighbor, village fellow, the person who's in the classroom, outside. This is where as a society we have a problem. Because roughly 30-40% are unknown people. Even 30-40% is very high. In some cases less than 10%. So society has to change our attitude. How we see women, how we respect women. I think it starts with basic education, building up. How we respect our mothers. What kind of respect our mothers get inside our house. How our fathers treat our mother. The kind of language we use inside our house. So it's a long answer. I'm sure when people like many of you, when you come, when you decide to get into politics or public life, so when you have a holistic solution integrating everything, I think India will be a better place. But me or you or a corporator or an MLA or a police commissioner, it's a daily battle for us. When society on its own reforms, then the battle becomes smoother and easier.
Good afternoon, sir. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮೋನಿಕಾ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ BCom ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್. ನನ್ನ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಲಾಪ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್?
Sister, Dhanyavada, thank you so much. I think our question is fine. You all have great ideas. And the committee, please said, committee has given a report. Said 2034, one nation, one election, Madona, Karnataka, India, one day election ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Let us imagine Karnataka government collapses by 2037. So Karnataka government should have 5 years, but it collapses in 3 years. Aid Madonna. In the report, the committee is proposing Karnataka government collapses in 2037. Elections will happen for Karnataka in 2037, but it will be only for 2 years. 2039, still Karnataka has to go for one nation, one election. So their idea is, if there is a midterm election that is happening, the midterm election's validity is only for the rest of the 5 years and not for a full 5 years. So that again 2039, we come back to one nation, one election.
A very good afternoon, sir. I'm 𝗙cie𝗿 𝗖𝗵 and I have a question to address you. So how would this policy affect the implementation of welfare schemes, which would often accelerate before elections? Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, Smriti ji. This is a very important question. Now, India is experimenting with multiple welfare models. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Multiple welfare models. And some things we call a trickle-down economic effect, which we call welfare economics. And something we call a pure freebies. You just announce something before election, you want to win the election. Then there is an exchequer burden. You are not able to spend the money wisely for infrastructure development. Now, Supreme Court, as we speak, when both of us speak, there is a PIL in Supreme Court in which the political parties and election commission, they are made party to it. And Supreme Court is trying to find a balance between freebies and welfare economics. Supreme Court is asking political parties to say, what is your definition of freebie? What is your definition of welfare economics? As of now, the case is on. And different political parties are submitting their affidavits to Supreme Court. Election Commission is also there. I personally believe, when one nation, one election becomes, when all of you come together on a certain point, I mentioned a sentence. Regional parties will be forced to think nationally, and national parties will be forced to think regionally. I think this is missing in our politics now. The regional parties are becoming so regional. The element of nationalism is missing in it. And second, you imagine 1 year, 2 year after election is so much burden. Because you want to give this much freebie. You want to announce 2,000, 2,500, whatever it is. Next 2 years, if you look at that load, I'll take Tamil Nadu, the budget is today. If you take Tamil Nadu government's budget is today. What do you think would be the depth of Tamil Nadu? What is the depth? The money that we have borrowed. Tamil Nadu is number 1 in the country. We have a debt of 9,50,000 crore. 9,50,000 crore is our debt. Highest. 26% of Tamil Nadu's GDP is our debt. Our liquor company, Taskmark alone, gives us 50,000 crore. By selling liquor, we take 50,000 crore, we put it in the budget. Every year, Tamil Nadu government is borrowing 90,000 crore to balance our budget. Now, Tamil Nadu government finance is in collapsing for the last 5 years because to supply to freebies, you are not able to generate revenue. You are borrowing money from the market that is making you a net debt state. As we speak, Tamil Nadu to repay the debt, if we don't borrow any new debt from today, it will take 36 years for us to complete our debt. So I'm putting this in perspective. So I'm sure one nation, one election when it comes would solve some of this problem. Probably you're looking at a national manifesto, you're looking at a state manifesto, you're looking at a combination of manifestos. Political parties might not do too much adventure on freebies and announcing swaps so that they can win elections at any cost. But frankly, we have to wait for one nation, one election to understand how political parties will take it forward. Because we can only guess. But I hope political parties will become mature with one nation, one elections as well. Thank you.